is Microphone Check, Hip Hop NPR, and I'm Kevin Gates.
I'm Frannie Kelley.
And I'm Ali Shaheed Muhammad. What up, Kevin?
I'm just cooling, bro.
That's good. Happy to have you here, man.
Believe that. I'm happy to be here.
We're happy to have you here, like, right before something big happens for you.
Y'all know something I don't know?
I'm saying it.
I'm just saying y'all saying something big. What's...
Debut album dropping, that's not a big thing?
It's really a mixtape.
Really?
But all of my mixtapes are like albums because it's our original tracks and things of that nature. So I guess you could say an album.
Okay.
But it's really a mixtape.
Okay, fine. So how many...
But it's an album.
I mean, what's the difference at this point?
I mean, we're always talking about this.
What's your... Well, if you're gonna record an album, then what's the what's the difference?
I can't speak on behalf of other artists, but if speaking on behalf of myself, well, I just make music. I deal with depression, so I have to make music. I have to always be recording. I have to. And if I don't, it wouldn't have been no interview today. It'd have been that. So I record, and I look at it almost like painting a picture. You might go back a week later and see something that you might want to add to that painting. I might listen at the music, and when I listen to my music, I don't listen like, yeah, that's a good song. I listen for mistakes, because I'm my, biggest critic.
So when did you realize that music was like your salvation?
I wouldn't call it my salvation. I call it an outlet.
So then when did it become when did you realize this is for real, like a place I need to go to and stay in?
I look at it like more of my meditation. It's the things that come along with music, they kind of aggravate me. And the things that
what?
Such as I don't like giving interviews. I'm not saying y'all haven't asked me anything weird yet, but it's when you get asked the same questions over and over and over again. And I think that's why my audience really gravitates toward me. I don't call them fans, I just call them my extended family, because I'm not afraid to be a human being. Mm-hmm. I'm not gonna be happy every time I get in front of the microphone. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So I display that emotion. And I just feel like that's the greatest thing, to thine own self be true. Mm. So that's when I'm at with it. But as far as me becoming more intelligent, you can't handle situations the way that you may want to handle those situations. So you need an outlet. Mm. Some people's outlet may be working out, or that's how they relieve stress or whatever. So the way I vent to the microphone.
Like it calms you down.
I ain't gonna say it calms me down, but it's a release for me.
So what was it that became the introduction
to music?
Yeah.
I've always just been into music my whole life. And I think I wrote my first rap. I forgot. I know I was in middle school. I don't want to just say I was 12 when I wrote it, because I don't remember when I wrote my first rap. But I wrote my first rap, I was in middle school, and I let a few people hear and they liked it. Mm. So I just, I guess I was blessed with a way with words, I guess. And I'm an avid reader, so I don't know.
What are you reading?
Right now?
Yeah.
I'm rereading a book, because I had got lost in the book.
Yeah.
But it's called The Master Key System by Charles F. Hainer. I'm rereading that book.
Okay. I don't know that. What's it about?
Meditation,
okay.
I guess, so to say.
Do you read a lot of nonfiction?
I don't know. My favorite, I like vampire novels.
Okay.
Now, I don't really... The Twilight book was better than the movie, but most books are better than the movie. But my favorite vampire novel was by Anne Rice. I just love everything that she ever wrote.
Interview with a Vampire? Or one of the later ones?
That one was cool. I like Memnoch the Devil. That's my favorite one. With Lestat.
I haven't read that one.
Yeah. And then I just got... I like hers are more realistic. Okay. Being at Transylvania, Romania is the vampire capital of the world.
Right.
And New Orleans, Louisiana being a vampire capital of the United States. And, I just happen to be from Louisiana, so it's part of the culture. So I've always been into it.
Why is it part of the culture in Louisiana?
I don't know. I never saw the pamphlet that said this is why it's part of the culture, but it has always been part of the culture. I don't, I don't really know if it's safe to say if it's true or not. I mean, what I believe is what I believe, but you know, people believe in different things, but I've always been interested in it.
Okay.
Like, really.
Do you ever write like songs that are meant to sort of scare people?
No, but I did write a song called Twilight, and I was speaking from the perspective of if I was a vampire, such as that would be the most loneliest life because you love this woman with all your heart, but she's aging, and she says that she loves you with all her heart, but if I was to tell her my secret, I don't think she'd accept it. So I wrote it from the perspective of an individual that was going through that situation. That would be the loneliest, most depressing life ever, which most of my music is very depressing.
It's very lonely. It's very like solitary and sort of interior.
I'm an introvert.
Okay.
You know, when it comes to being emotional, I don't, hey, I'm going through this. No, I get away from everybody because I already feel like nobody understands me.
Really?
Yeah, I feel like that. I feel like an alien.
Does that like feeling get stronger or weaker the more that sort of people know your name?
I have a sincere love for people. And the more I grow in popularity, the lonelier it gets because you don't really know me. You just know this part of me.
Yeah.
You fell in love with that, but it's way more intricate than, you know, what meets the surface.
Does that become a cycle that's sort of self-inflicted, though? Because the more, well, especially becoming popular, you obviously have to put up some sort of a wall up, you know, but just if people don't understand you, maybe it could be something that, you know, you may be voluntarily just leaving out of the equation.
I could look at it in that sense, but me, what most people get, I don't care to look at it as a facade. I care to look at it as, because I've had some people that I've met and I was like, hey, we're there. You know, we're all the way there. But then when we speak about majority, no, most people believe what they are told. Me, I'm a big skeptic. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to be limited as to how far I'm going to go. Like with your last name, like when you said it was Muhammad, you know, like I could assume a lot of different things, but I pull you to the side and be like, you studied this or that or, you know what I'm saying? I wouldn't just do that openly because there's so many different levels to everything in life. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I hate to be assumption and I'm just I gotta see it. I gotta, you know what I'm saying?
I wish more people were like that though.
And I do personal investigations.
Okay.
Like if it's something I'm interested in, let me look into that. You know, I want to see why. I've always asked that question, why. So as far as, no, I don't feel like it's self-inflicted. I just deal with things that way because it's better for me to get to myself and collect my thoughts. I don't even like to make music with anybody in the room because I'm not making it for the people in the room. I'm making it for me. You know, and individuals just, you know, they gravitate toward it because people go through things.
Absolutely.
You know, it's okay to be emotional. It's okay to feel. It's just not okay to, I guess, act out those emotions and feelings.
No, because that could be costly in these days and then cost you in time more than money, but just, you know, so yeah.
It could cost you in time too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I've done a lot of that.
You know, I mean, that's no fun. Who wants to do that, man?
Like, well, if that's like, we could look at the news and watch people overseas and be like, how could they be happy living in that environment? If that was the only environment that they've ever known, then, you know, this would scare them. This would be uncomfortable for them. So an individual that likes to live in the wilderness and just away from technology, you know, this would vex them. Yeah. This would be vexation of spirit for anybody that, you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So for me, that's not really a different environment, you know. But for the love of my children and for the love of the individuals that love me, I realized that, I hurt people when I'm away. Because at one time I didn't care about anyone or anyone's feelings at all. You know what I'm saying?
That's called living life, man.
Yeah.
So and not only just living it, but learning from it.
Yeah, but the love for music, I'm like, man, they don't have no studios when I'm away.
Yeah, they do. You make your own studio. I mean, technology, you're in the time period now where, like, we can go in that room there and just create and make it a studio.
I'm talking about in prison.
Oh, that kind of thing.
They don't have no studios in there.
Yeah. Just timed out completely. It's really internal then.
Yeah. I believe that's why I'm such an avid reader.
Okay.
Yeah, because I really don't watch TV. I've never got into it. I'm not into sports at all. I could care less about who's throwing a ball through a hoop. I mean,
He's the same way.
yeah. Oh, I could tell. We got a lot in common. We're going to talk when the cameras get off.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
fine. Did you write when you were in prison?
No, well, I write so much to mentally, I visualize myself writing, and sometimes I might be sitting moving my hand like this, but I'm not really writing on paper.
Oh.
I'm still writing. I'm just writing in my mind.
You just like keep it in there? I could never ever
Yes,
do
ma'am.
that. I can't imagine people writing in their heads to me.
Well, it's an exercise. The brain is a muscle, and the
Okay.
more you work it, the stronger it gets.
Mm-hmm.
You got to work it.
Okay. Do you feel that way about performing?
Yes, ma'am.
How
My
do you-
first show, I went on stage and I cracked. I forgot all my words.
Yeah.
What was that like?
It's the most embarrassing, humiliating, best thing that ever could have happened to me. It was a humbling experience. You can get in the booth and be Superman. But when you come back out there and you Clark Kent, you got to turn back into Superman again on the stage. You know, you really got to, and turn into Superman out there. But for me, I used to have a fear of performing. A real fear, like, oh, they gotta like it, or I don't know what they're gonna, but what I did was, what helps me is I take the whole crowd, turn them into one person, and look that one person in the eyes, and I give them everything I got. For however long I'm on stage, I lose myself, like Eminem say. I just lose myself in the music.
You enjoy that?
To an extent. I don't think I enjoy it initially when I first get on stage, but as it progresses, then I love it. But I love connecting with the fans. I like after the show.
Yeah.
Like when people walk up from God knows where, America, and just give you a hug and be like, man, you helped me through the last 6 months of my... And they say, I love you, and I love you too.
You
didn't
what
have
it
to know
is?
me. You didn't even have to say nothing to me, so I love you too.
The vulnerability of the artistry, it just resonates with people a bit more, man. They feel that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's what people are really like feeling in your music. and
Yeah, I
that's
put
why
all
you're
my
the
flaws on
rise.
Front Street.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like my teeth, they crooked. You heard me? Like my hairline, it kind of, it's not perfect. It look good on camera though. But when I look in the mirror, I'm like, no.
You're still your biggest critic. though,
Yeah,
right?
I'm my biggest critic. So, I put all my flaws on Front Street. Therefore, I can't be judged.
Okay.
How? I told you already. I could curse. I'm fucked up. I'm not perfect. I'm fucked up.
Everybody is.
Yeah.
What is your plan? What do you
have
really want
I wanna-
to have happen with your music?
I could say this. I love to share new music with the world. It's like when I make a song and I'm feeling it, I can't wait I want to leak it on Twitter right now.
Yeah.
Kevin, you can't do that.
You like Pusha when he wanted to put out numbers on the board?
Yeah.
Put it out right now. Do you remember that?
You can't, and I understand that I can't be like that. You got to wait. They going to love it just as much later as they love it now. It's going to be new to them 6 months from now.
Yeah.
Right.
So I had to learn that. But at the same time, when you say, what's my plan? I don't have a plan because I feel like life is a journey. It's an adventure. I didn't plan on meeting you today. I didn't plan on meeting you today. I didn't plan on this. But it's beautiful how it happened. So I don't have a plan. I just want to be the best me I could be. And as far as if you ask me about success, I don't care if you have $1 billion and you have 2 million, trillion, zillion, gazillion dollars. I don't care. As long as I can do whatever I want to do when I want to do it. Yeah, I guess what is that? Financial freedom or something? Or whatever.
Yeah.
As far as being successful, I just want to be. I want to be able to do whatever I want to do when I want to do it. Because as long as I'm happy, I'm happy. Happiness comes from within. So if I can record every day, I'm a happy camper.
Okay.
I wear the same thing every day for 3 weeks. I don't
You've
care.
been wearing this for 3 weeks?
No, but I will.
From now on?
No, like if I'm in record mode,
Okay.
I just hit the studio, go hard, go home, take a shower, put the sweats back on, slippers. I really like to wear slippers.
Everybody does.
Yeah, I love to wear flip-flops. It just, when I was like, where we going? I gotta put on shoes. All right, come on, let's do it. But I like to be in record mode. I love to be comfortable.
Yeah, I stay in record
So you
mode.
do it in phases? You're not like always writing, always thinking?
Yeah, I'm thinking of a song. This may be a song.
Oh, I hope so.
Yeah, but if all my life experiences end up being songs,
Okay.
I don't try to do it. It's just it come out.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Have you been to like Europe and stuff like that?
No, not yet.
You gotta go.
I want to.
Like Europe and Asia, man. Like it's a must.
No, that's crazy. You said Asia.
Yeah,
Yeah, I really love the culture.
yeah.
You know,
And they appreciate the art, man. Like they value it
I really
differently.
I really love the culture.
Yeah.
Everything about the culture. You know, those people have the longest life expectancy and everything. So I really love the culture. I read a lot about it. Yeah, that's crazy you said that Asia. You know, other people be like, you ever been to Spain? Nah, I ain't been to Spain yet.
Spain is cool.
Asia's the plan.
Asia, man.
It's gonna happen. I feel it.
Yeah.
It's gonna happen.
Okay.
Eventually. Sooner than later, I hope.
I want to ask you about your album covers. They're usually like pretty similar, and you're always sort of alone, and like it's black and white, and
I feel like less is more.
okay.
For real. I should have, our next album cover, I would have got on there with 1,000 chains on my neck, but that's not me. I just feel like less is more.
Okay.
You know, I don't do the glamour, the glitz. You know, what you see is what you get.
I mean, you're a little bit of a mystery.
Yeah, and I understand what you're saying. I'm a little bit of a mystery. Everybody tells me that because my conversations only go as far as the individual that I'm conversing with.
Yeah, I get
As
it.
far as their mind can expand, that's as far as my conversation is gonna go. I'm not gonna just, hey, you ever heard about? I just don't do those things. I just learned from experience that individuals have different belief systems. So for fear of being offensive and and things of that nature, I'm reluctant to just
Got
dive in. But once I'm dealing with that type of individual, and I know that this open-minded person, I can say whatever and it'll be respected in its entirety.
Sure.
And those people are so far few in between.
Yeah.
So, that's why I kind of hold back. I'm aloof a little in a sense. Because I'm too intelligent. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I heard 2 Chainz say in the interview, smart people could be dumb, but dumb people can't be smart.
I heard that too.
Yeah, I heard 2 Chainz say that one time. It was a great interview, so I was like, yeah. I already know that when we sit down, it's going to be beautiful.
Yeah.
The possibilities are going to be endless. Who knows? You know what I'm saying?
Is there any way that we can listen to your music and be like, oh, that's how I know he's from Louisiana?
Yeah.
What is it?
The way I talk.
Come on.
I talk, you heard me and all that. I say all of those things. You hear all of that in the music. My accent will let you know. And I ain't gonna lie, when I got around certain individuals, I would change my accent a little bit. I would pronounce my words, but no, when like Asian people come over here, they speak very broken English. And you respect that because they from Asia. Yeah, so I just feel like I'm not about to change it's me. And I found out that they love my accent. I hate the way I talk.
Really?
But everybody else be like, I love his voice. I love it.
Nah, you got a good voice.
You
bro.
do?
Yeah.
You like the way I talk? I hate the way I talk. I swear to God.
Do you try to sound different when you're rhyming then, if you hate it? Or you just
No, ma'am.
everything's
ma'am.
there?
That's how you could tell, too. See, I got that Southern hospitality that, no, ma'am, yes, ma'am.
That is a difference.
Yeah.
I don't get that in New York.
You probably hear that, yeah, no. Adrian! No.
No, New York, you get God bless you, miss. That's what you get all the time.
Oh, that's, they real respectful up there,
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
It's a different kind of respect, though.
It's just a different language.
Yeah. So, like, my accent lets you know.
Right.
I'm from down south.
Okay. We got to ask you a bit about Boosie.
Go ahead. Ask me any question. Ask me anything.
Have you spoken to him since he got out?
Because I know how it was when I first was reinserted back into society. You got everything moving 1,000,000 miles per hour.
He's got a lot going on right now.
Right. So, you know, I like to allow people to, you know, get comfortable, you know, get their feet under them. And, you know, when it's what's meant to be will be.
Yeah. I'm glad he's out. I'm
Me
really
too.
excited.
Me too.
Yeah. You guys gonna work together? Yeah.
Yeah.
Looking forward to it.
For real.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for spending all this time.
Thank you.
Really appreciate it.
All this time? How long we been here?
You waiting and, you know,
I could
I appreciate it.
say something.
You say whatever you want to say.
My name is Kevin Gates, a.k.a. Luca Brasi. March 18th, by any means. I'm going to die like this. A good person.
A good person.
A good person.
I'm glad you had
Anybody ever ended an interview like that?
Nope.
I just had to be different. I'm sorry. I just had to be different. I'm sorry.